Members of the U.S. beef community and their supply chain partners are committed to continuously improving the sustainability of U.S. beef. The Beef Checkoff and World Wildlife Fund recently convened regional sustainability workshops that brought together cattle farmers and ranchers, feed yard owners, packers and processors, retailer and food service groups, and non-governmental organizations to engage in a dialogue about sustainability efforts happening in the beef community today.
Well, I think for us as an industry, it's an opportunity to showcase the good work that we do. And I think that that's part of the perspective that we can add to some of these folks, especially some of the NGOs and some of the retailers and food service operators that are here with us this week. They don't get an opportunity to see this, and so we're really showing them with boots on the ground the great work that's been going on and hopefully showcasing a lot of those improvements that we've made over time.
We wanted to make sure that the entire supply chain was represented, and this is all about building relationships and collaborating and fostering that idea of let's work together. And so it was important that everybody was represented, from producers all the way down to the NGOs, that everybody had a voice at the table and really had a chance to hear what the opportunities and challenges were for everybody involved.
3-day workshops hosted in Montana, Texas, and Nebraska brought together representatives from across the beef supply chain to participate in field tours, presentations, expert panels, and discussions facilitated by the Keystone Center, an independent nonprofit consulting group. More than 100 thought leaders in the beef supply chain came together to share information about why and how their organizations are engaging in the sustainability conversation.
Well, consumers more and more are wanting to know that the food that they are purchasing and consuming is raised in a responsible way. It's the responsibility of the whole supply chain to work together to tell those stories of where that food comes from and how it's being raised in a responsible way.
The workshops provided an ideal opportunity for all attendees to share what sustainability means to them and how collaboration can help everyone continuously improve in the future.
I mean, sustainability means a lot of things for McDonald's. When you look big picture at the company, it's really about the creation of shared value. So we're looking at how we can do things that create value for society and value for the business at the same time. When it comes to sourcing, which is really why I'm here, it's really about the long-term sustainability of our supply chain and being able to source the food and packaging that our customers want in the future, that's still affordable, quality, safe, but also being able to protect the planet and people and animals at the same time.
What sustainability means to me is we have to be good stewards of the land. We have to have good water conservation, good soil conservation, no loss of soils, but it's more than that. We also have to have the economics to drive our communities, and it's really gets down to getting this set up for the next generation to take over.
To kick off the workshop, attendees received a peek into the key issues framework of the Global Roundtable for Sustainable Beef, or GRSB. The GRSB is a global, multi-stakeholder initiative developed to advance continuous improvement in sustainability of the beef value chain through science, engagement, and collaboration. This was followed by an overview of the Beef Checkoff-funded life cycle assessment. This first-of-its-kind research highlighted improvements the beef community has made in reducing its environmental and social footprint over time, as well as noted areas of opportunity for increased focus.
So I think funding the largest and most comprehensive sustainability assessment that's ever been conducted has really positioned beef to lead. And it surprises people how much we've been able to improve in the last 6 years. And I think that sets us up to tell our proactive and positive beef story in the best way we've ever been able to.
I think it's very valuable. Again, it's all about promotion, it's about education, and it's about making sure the beef industry is here in 50 years, and to me that's what the checkoff is for.
Attendees walked away from the workshops with a greater understanding of current, on-the-ground sustainability efforts, as well as stronger relationships and appreciation of what sustainability means for every sector of the beef supply chain.
I think really what I've gained from just on the bus ride, just talking to several producers, the fact that just understanding their business needs, the challenges they have to go through on an ongoing basis, explaining the challenges McDonald's have. And I think that it breaks down some of the barriers and misinformation that might be out there about McDonald's, one, and also about their operation. And once you understand where each other business needs, that helps foster a healthy discussion. And then you can start debating how we're going to solve different obstacles that the industry is going to be facing.
To be able to visit with the person that's in charge of ground meat product from Walmart, just as incredible to share information and for him to learn a little bit about our operation, what we do, and learn some of his concerns, of course, that he has. It's very, very valuable.
This was a wonderful opportunity over lunch to hear the families and hear about their commitments to their communities. That's something that's very important to us. So I can't say I'm surprised, but I've really enjoyed learning about that.
You know, I hope that they take home the perspective of the producer and how hard this life is, how hard they work, and how important the care for the land and the environment is to them, and how it's a central part of everything that they do each and every day. And that's really what I want, the perspective of the producer, and I think if they can keep that in mind, we can continue to collaborate and find ways to work together.
They are our partners. The cow-calf producer, the stocker operator, the feed yard, the packer, and the retailer. And it's the same way in sustainability. Whenever you pull in environmental, you pull in the retailer, you pull in the consumer, you know, and begin to understand how our retailer, how they have to respond to that customer, and how what their demands are is very important to those guys, and ultimately how it's going to affect us. And only in a partnership can we positively address those issues.